Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into an incredible chess game played between two legendary players, Alexander Alekhine, one of the greatest world chess champions, and Bernard Grigory, a skilled master in his own right. This game showcases Alekhine's brilliant tactical awareness and strategic mastery. Let's break down this exciting game move by move and see why it's considered a classic. Let's kick things off with the opening. Alekhine, playing as white, opens with 1 e4. Grigory responds with 1 e5, going for a solid and classic response to the king's pawn opening. White's second move, knight c3, develops the knight and prepares for the center push. Black responds with knight f6, aiming to challenge the center and prepare for kingside development. Bishop c4. Now Alekhine develops his light squared bishop to c4. This is a common idea in the Italian game, putting pressure on the f7 square, the weakest point in black's position. Grigory responds with 3, knight to c6, developing his knight and solidifying his position. On move 4, Alekhine plays d3, preparing to strengthen the center and eventually develop his other pieces, the dark squared bishop. Grigory responds with bishop to b4, putting pressure on white's knight and eyeing that knight on c3. Now the tactical play begins. Now here's where Alekhine shows his tactical genius. He plays bishop g5, pinning Grigory's knight on f6 to the queen. Grigory responds with knight to d4, trying to get some counterplay with a central knight. After black's fifth move, Grigory's knight push to d4 is not a strong move, as not by the maneuver is not recommended. It results in the obstruction of black's bishop on the c8 square, because the idea is to of the knight is go to the c6 square. Alekhine responds with sixth move a3, forcing black to decide on his bishop. Grigory exchanges on c3 with 6, bishop takes c3 check, and Alekhine recaptures with b takes c3. The simplest way is shown here. Now, after Alekhine's b takes c3, Grigory plays knight e6, developing his knight. Now Alekhine plays h4, a strong move that begins to open up the king side. If Alekhine plays bishop d2, black can play d5, and after some exchanges the position would have been equal. Now black plays h6, and now we can see white is aiming for a kingside attack. Alekhine plays bishop d2, retreating his bishop. Grigory responds with d6, opening his light square bishop. Alekhine is now looking to launch a kingside attack. He plays queen f3, eyeing the f7 square and setting up for further aggression. Grigory responds with bishop to d7, now trying to shore up his defenses. Now after white's 10th move, the plan is to advance the knight on f3 somewhat perfunctory and lacks real bite. Some commentators suggested that white should have played knight to e2 and knight to g3, keeping the pressure without complicating matters. Alekhine continues with g4, putting pressure on the king side, and Gregory responds with queen e7. Alekhine push forward with 12 g5, and now the real pressure begins. After white's 12th move, the commentator suggests that black should have exchanged the rook on h1 to alleviate some pressure. Now, black played knight to g8, retreating the knight. Now, Alekhine continues his attack with rook b1, setting up on the b file and aiming at black's weak queen side. Gregory plays bishop c6. Now it does little to halt the attack. Now, Alekhine's 14 knight h3 is a part of a risky but brilliant maneuver. The commentators note that the unsatisfactory development of Gregory's knight is the direct result of earlier risky moves. King to d7. Alekhine now plays queen g4 and Gregory responds with rook f8. But black is clearly on the back foot. f4, and after f4 the position becomes overwhelming for black. Black plays f5, removing the pin. After this exchanges, white now pays a tactical blow with queen to g1, starting a devastating sequence. c6. Queen takes a7, c5, d4, queen c7, and now d5, permanently blocking the bishop. Black now begins to develop his knight to e7. Rook takes b7, attacking the queen. Queen takes b7, and now bishop a6, winning the queen. Wow, what a game! Alekhine's attacking brilliance and tactical ingenuity are on full display here. Gregory fought hard, but Alekhine's precise calculation and dynamic play were just too much to handle. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of one Alekhine's classical game. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an analysis. Also, feel free to share your thoughts on this game in the comments below. Who would you like to see featured in the next video? Let me know. Until next time, happy chess.